Hello, my name is Abby Shemish, and I'm the head of acquisitions and co-founder at Seller Edge Capital. And today I'm here to talk about our buying process. So the buying process at Seller Edge Capital, when looking to purchase a seller finance small business note, is very simple. We keep in mind that we try to make this a very light lift for whoever is handling the sale on the other side. What we are doing is we are ensuring that the process is streamlined and that the process is seamless. So let me dive in. The first things first, you're going to go to our website, you're going to click Sell My Note, and you're going to fill out a submission form with the characteristics of the note, the sale, and the buyer. Once we receive that, we'll go ahead and provide pricing. It usually takes about 2 to 5 business days, depending on the characteristics and the complexity. We may ask you for supporting documents in that process. We're then going to present you with an offer. You'll determine if you like that offer, and from that point, we move forward. Once we get the green light from the seller that they want to move forward, we will go ahead and provide a note sale authorization package, which will be transmitted usually through DocuSign or some other digital signature platform. And we'll also collect the remaining documentation for the asset. The majority of them is usually about 6 to 8 documents or 6 to 8 documents and pieces of information, but the more complex deals could be a little bit more than that. But typically it's about 6, 7, 8 pieces of information. In doing so, once we receive that checklist, if you would, we'll go ahead and start underwriting the file. That usually takes about 2.5 weeks or so, depending on the characteristics and again, the complexity of the loan and how thorough the documentation and the payment history is. But once we complete that process, we'll go ahead and submit an approval, and then we'll start on the closing process, which is documentation prep, wire transfer prep, coordinating with attorneys or title companies in some very rare cases. We can also close loans from a distance. We are able to service any sellers that are not located in the United States, meaning living abroad. We can do that through US consulates. But in most cases, what we typically do is we'll have the closing documents sent to a custodian. And then once the custodian receives the signed and final documents, they'll let us know that it's all good, and that custodian will have access and authorization to wire the funds directly into the seller's account. Pretty straightforward. In some very rare cases, there are sellers out there that do insist on using an attorney. If that's the case, absolutely, we can service that as well. But in the process, it is very straightforward. There's a 2.5 week underwriting process, the doc prep and the closing prep for documents on the closing package will usually take about a week to a week and a half. All in all, you're probably looking anywhere between 3 to 4.5 weeks from the time we receive all the items and the signatures to move forward to the time the seller gets the cashier's check or wire transfer. It's about 3 to 4.5 weeks typically. So I hope this has been helpful. Please feel free to reach out to us by going to selleredgecapital.com, filling out a form, and we look forward to serving you, buying your note, providing you with liquidity, and allowing you to move on with your financial goals. And we hope to see you soon.